Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love, and each week I usually read an email from someone who wants me to help them with an issue, and this week I have one of my own stories about a guy I was dating and how my cat made me break up with him. So I've been dating this guy for about 6 months, and it was the day before Valentine's. He was over at my place, and previously he had told me that he thought I should get a harness for the cat because the cat was very intelligent and I should try to walk it. So I didn't know what to get, etc., etc. So I said to him, well, will you come to, I was starting to say, will you come to the store with me to choose something? And before I even finished, he said, no. And I thought, wow. And then I also noticed that he was sitting on the other end of the sofa and I was stretched out and I was trying to touch him with my toes on his pants and he kept moving away. And so then it hit me. I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? This guy won't even come to the store with me to help me get something for the cat. He doesn't want me to touch him with my toes. And I realized that I needed to break up with him, and I did. I broke up with him on Valentine's Day the next day. But the story does not end there. So, we didn't speak for a while, and then somehow we started speaking, and he was dating someone else, and I really didn't care. I was over it by then. And he was having some trouble. So, like a good friend, I was helping him out, and then one day something happened. I don't remember what, but he was freaking out, and I was on the phone with him for hours on and off that day, trying to talk him through what was going on, which was fine. So then, a few months later, I was going out of town for about a week, and I needed someone to look after Boo Boo, my cat. And I called him up and I said, hey, would you be able to look after her while I'm out of town? I'll pay you. And he goes, oh, yeah, sure, no problem. You don't have to pay me. I'm like, great. So the day before I was supposed to leave, I called him up and I said, okay, when can I bring the cat over? And he said, how much are you paying me? I was like, wow. So I was like, all right. So I told him a price. And his response was, wow, you're so cheap. That's so sad. And at that moment, I was done. That's it. I mean, I spent hours on the phone with him doing what I normally get paid money for, and I didn't ask for anything in return. And he even agreed to look after the cat for free, even though I was originally going to pay him. And now he's putting me down for the amount. I said, no, that is not happening. Because I thought to myself, am I out of line here? And I thought, no, my friends would never say that to me. I mean, they might say it in another way. They might say, well, can you pay a little bit more or something? But they're not going to call me a name. They're not going to put me down for the amount that I bring up. And so my response was, what's sad is that I would have done it for you for free. And that was it. So, of course, a few weeks later, then he's trying to call me and text me, la, la, la. Of course, I'm not having any of it. It's over. It's over. So, as you can see, my cat helped me to get rid of someone on 2 occasions, the same person. We got rid of the same person. First as someone I was dating, and then as a friend. And so you never know when your pet might be able to help you out. Another good way that your pet can help you out is you see how they interact with your pet, because if they don't get along with them and it's going to be a long-term relationship, things are not going to go smoothly. And, I really don't trust people who don't like pets, who just have no feelings towards them. Like, how can that be? So also watch for people you're dating who pay absolutely no attention to your pet, who don't like cats, don't like dogs. You might have a preference for one, but to just dislike them, it's like, why? What did they do to you? And also, finally, I'm always very careful about who I leave my cat with when I go out of town. And I go through a list in my mind of like who I would trust. It's like, would I trust this person? Would I trust this person? So whoever you're dating, Ask yourself, even if you don't have a pet, would I trust them to look after my cat or dog or bird or snake or whatever if I'm out of town? And if you don't trust them with your pet, then what the heck are you doing dating them? If you can't trust them with your pet, then you shouldn't be dating them. Seriously. So if you have any comments or questions about this podcast, or you would like to help me with, or help, you'd like me to help you, you can't help me, I'll help you with your private coaching, you can contact me at my website, theartoflove.net. If you're listening to this on iTunes, please be sure to rate it and leave a review. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens. And it's a goodbye from me and Boo Boo.